What's this doing in your inbox, you ask? Well, a past Nintendo Direct had a game that caught my attention. The game? Lost Reavers, and it seemed to be similar to the likes of Left 4 Dead. You would team up with 3 other players to complete a mission together. It seemed fun. So a few weeks ago, the free game was released, and I thought I might review it as I had a bunch of fun with it. The length of this video won't be that long, so enjoy this nice little bonus video. Without further ado, let's cut to that snazzy new intro. Because whenever 5 episodes are past, a new intro will be made for the sake of originality. Well, Lost Reavers is a free game for the Wii U developed by Bandai Namco, so already off to a good start. Let's start with the story. In the year 2075, planet Earth is all out of resources, fossil fuels and the like, so humans have found the otherworldly energy source simply known as the Relic. However, humans themselves can't approach it as it is deadly for some reason. But 4 humans have the uncanny ability to resist the effects of the Relic, but there is still one problem: there's only one Relic. But alas, scientists found that there are multiple different relics across time and send these 4 back and forth to retrieve them. They are known as the Lost Reavers, and their names: Sayuri, Dwayne, Victoria, and Shadowstalker. There's a bunch of other crap in there, but really, this is all the backstory that you'll need. Though, it really isn't relevant, because this is a free game that consists only of gameplay. Which I don't get. Why give us some story in a freaking free-to-play game? Anyway, so I'll get more into these characters. Sayuri is a typical schoolgirl who wields a katana and is my personal favourite character to play as, mostly because she focuses on melee combat and is super fast. Dwayne is a slow-ass tank who carries 5 different types of guns. His playstyle is more reminiscent to Left 4 Dead, given that his main camera angle is first person. He is my least favourite character to play as because he is just too slow for my liking. Victoria is the beauty queen with guns. She is really just there for the boys to look at. Anyway, she doesn't have a melee weapon and she only has a mere kick to play with up close, so she is your ranged mistress. And finally we have Shadowstalker, a melee freak with a shotgun in hand and... wait, he looks a little familiar. Is that just me, or is he... Anyway, he's a bit more melee than Sayuri, considering that he has a shotgun. But now that you've met the Lost Reavers, into the gameplay. Lost Reavers is a hack and slash game with high attacks, low attacks, combos, ranged attacks, you name it. The way you play really depends on the character that you choose. There are 2 melee and 2 ranged attackers. You can only really pick from them. There are items that you can pick up and use throughout the levels as well, including health restores, ammunition restores, treasures, all the regulars, as well as this game's currency, medals. Speaking of levels, there have only been 2 released so far: the Research Facility and Ancient Ruins. These 2 stages are both only about 7 minutes long, but once you have reached level 15 with your character, you can take on the boss of an area. And let me tell you, these bosses are pretty goddamn hard, but more on that in a sec. The main goal of each stage is to bring back the relic located at the end of it, so this is mandatory backtracking, but only through 3 or so rooms. However, once you have the ability to face them, during a level you can take an alternate exit and take on the boss, both of which are tough as all hell. Seriously, you will want to be at least level 22 with tons of items to back you up, because this is hard! I haven't beaten one myself yet, but I've seen people do it. Anyway, if you need more help to take on these guys, you can always visit the terminal. The terminal is basically your hub, including your shop, workshop, and where to search for other players to take on missions. Yes, you can buy weapons and outfits with medals and also upgrade existing weapons. As well as this, you can also upgrade your skills. Basically stats, but you can also unlock new combos here, which is pretty neat. Here I should talk about the music. It is pretty good, consisting of mostly tunes with metal guitar and some orchestral pieces thrown in here and there. I enjoy it. I would say give it a listen, but there really isn't a place where you're going to find the OST of a free game. But I will say that this game looks pretty nice with quality HD textures and fan service. I'm just kidding. Anyway, if you thought that I was just gonna gush over this game like I usually do, you, sir, and or madam, are sorely mistaken. This is a free game, so of course it's going to be flawed and also contain real-life transactions. Yes, this game comes packed with those, and you can buy power-ups for real money. This is a huge turn away for me, as I personally hate these, but at least they aren't absolutely ridiculous like some other mobile games are. But this isn't all. Look, I get that this game is free to play and isn't meant for long play periods, but there really isn't much to do in this game. It's really just the fact that there are only 2 different levels to play in at the moment. 2. And that if you want to even attempt the bosses, you will have to grind up to level 15, which requires playing through the same stages over and over and over again. This is my biggest problem with Lost Reavers. There are only 2 very short levels to play in. Well, see, technically there are 4, including the boss levels, but those are really just continuations of the 2 levels with an added flaw. Anyway, rant over. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this short little review of this game that caught my attention. Overall, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. This game is a lot of fun, especially with friends, but hopefully more levels will be released, and then there will be a lot more fun to be had with this game. Anyway, hey guys, this has been YT42, and I'll see you guys next time. See you guys then.